Okay. They're keeping tabs on your abs. Yes, the NSA is checking out all things NSFW, according to the traitorous swine, Edward Snowden. Younger workers at the agency routinely pass around sexy pics that they stumble across as part of the agency's vast online data collection. The bespectacled betrayer made the outlandish claim during a 7-hour video interview with the British paper The Guardian.
Now, in the course of their daily work, they stumble across something that is completely unrelated to their work in any sort of necessary sense. For example, an intimate nude photo of someone in a sexually compromising situation, but they're extremely attractive. So what do? They turn around in their chair and they show their coworker. And their coworker says, oh, hey, that's great. Send that to Bill down the way. And then Bill sends it to George, George sends it to Tom, and sooner or later, this person's whole life has been seen by all of these other people.
Well, now I have my answer to why it's a 7-hour interview. The guy takes forever to say, I mean, he should have answered that in one sentence. They were passing around dirty pictures at the NSA.
There's a lot of guys. Sexually compromising.
He won't shut up, this guy. Rick, is this, do you believe it? Do you believe him?
First of all, he's a sexist because every example he gave was a guy getting a picture to another guy.
It was everybody. It was George and then Harry down the hall.
Yes. I mean, look.
Is he lying, though? That's the question.
I think this guy has been making stuff up for a long time. Maybe it happened once, but then he makes it seem like it happens all the time.
Yeah, it said they pushed him on it. I mean, I didn't see the whole interview because I don't have 7 hours to spare. But they said when he pushed him on it, he got even more general about it. He didn't go into specifics.
Well, because he can't prove it. I mean, here's a guy who downloaded all this information and supposedly has facts and cables, but yet someone should push him in to say, okay, let's see, these pictures. Is it really true? Who's George? Who's Harry? Who are these people?
I mean, we need some facts.
Let's get George and Harry.
I think if somebody's doing it, obviously it's wrong and they need to be prosecuted. But you can't just say that it's generally happening all the time and then not give us facts.
Well, Joanne, you
that's what America's all about.
Yeah. Joanne, if you take a selfie, I'm assuming you take about 28 of them, and then you pick the best one. Mm-hmm. Does it bother you that the NSA is looking at the other 27?
You're welcome, boys. And girls. And girls.
Again, this is why I say Edward Snowden is a selfish man, because those photos were the highlights of those nerds' days.
Yeah, it was.
And now that'll be taken away from them.
Isn't that what we all assume, that these guys are these tech nerds? I mean, do you watch The Good Wife?
They go
right?
through
It was all these tech nerds. They're all passing around. What do you expect them to do? It's not their fault that they're coming across this information. I'm a man. If I come across some interesting pictures, I'm going to show them. Andy, you're kind of nodding your head.
God.
I know you're
shaking
jealous.
my head. I'm not nodding my head.
Well, you're nodding it from east to west. It's a different kind of nod. Andy, I think you're jealous because you want him to be looking at pictures of you because you love him so much.
First of all, I don't like how thin he looks.
Exactly.
Edward, please eat something, please.
It's the Russian food. It's terrible.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I completely believe that this is happening. People are fallible. Isn't that one of the central tenets of conservative thought? One of the key arguments for limited government, that people are fallible, so you don't want to give a lot of power to the government?
That's true, yes.
Right. But you people, you conveniently forget about this when it comes to the security state. When it comes to the security state, you want it to be as big as possible. Because I think at heart, what you really are is you're a big government conservative.
I'm not, and I don't...
As long as it's big government that supports things you like invading the privacy of the American people, I think you, sir, are the traitor. If you should be in Guantanamo Bay, in prison, and probably never see the light of day again.
How can I be a traitor?
We'll be right back.
This is the problem of libertarians, though, because you just completely twisted conservative.
No,
Is this just sexy pictures? This
Catherine,
is what I'm
I knew
about.
you were going to get at this. I bet, if you can go ahead and take sexy pictures of yourself and
I'm more concerned about my, not so sexy pictures that I've sent people. One time I spilled quinoa soup all over me and it looked like this barnacle for a long time. Sent a lot of pictures of that.
Why? Is quinoa soup hot?
I really kind of overestimated the microwaving time by about 15 minutes.
You burned yourself with quinoa soup.
Quinoa soup is the whitest thing ever. When my microwave 2 shirts on. I still have a scar. Also, every time I'm sick, I like send pictures of my tonsils to my mom to see if I need to go to the doctor. Right?
That's so sexy.
Yeah. So what if they get a hold of those? That would be
that's
way
somebody's
worse. That's
fetish.
embarrassing.
That is somebody's
Yeah.
Exactly.
Are my
I bet
tonsils
there are a lot
floating
of
around the
young guys
NSA right now?
in
I
or
feel
out of
so
the NSA.
violated.
I mean, I actually wouldn't mind seeing a woman burned by soup.
It was a really big barnacle. A barnacle.
Well, now we know why the IRS is targeting conservatives.
Yeah.
All right, coming up, my show-stopping song and dance number. And you thought I was just a pretty face. No, I'm a triple threat. But first, a company that doesn't want its employees taking bathroom breaks? Find out after our first of 4 mandated breaks.